I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do this live stream. I meant to do this live stream later in the afternoon, but I'm gonna do it this morning because the how the weather is and everything else. So I'm really getting really tired of people who don't who who don't know what's going on, but yet though they're talking. Everything signifier don't know what the hell he's talking about, but yet he's talking. Now in my community tab, a video by Sergeant Woody Pete talked about his frustrations with FD signifier, and I have the same similar issues with FD signifier because my problem is with him is you cannot sit there and say that the problem is solely on men. Yes, men did not since 1945. Men did not evolve. Women did. Okay, and FD thinks that it's just only men that's the problem. But he will not sit there and also understand about the political, social mechanics that engineered and helped fuel the thing we call the manosphere. See, it's one thing to talk about the grifters of the grifters who are the dating coaches, the um, and the like with the toxic masculinity. But ethnic signifier don't seem to can't grasp the concept what feeds into why men gravitate towards the red pill. And this is the reason why I said, listen, this is the reason why ethnic signifier is one of those types of liberals. Is the reason why Donald Trump got elected. Donald Trump got elected for a lot of reasons, you know. But when you have a bunch of men who are either jobless or underemployed or feeling downtrodden by the economic system, by the governing system, they're going to gravitate towards fringe groups. Now I'm a history student. I'm a student in his history. Who was Pierre before the French Revolution? Robespierre before the French Revolution. He was a nobody. Who was Mao? Mao was a nobody. Ho Chi Minh was just a dishwasher going from one country to another before he became the leader of Vietnam. Men under distress, anytime there's a distress in society, men will gravitate towards fringe elements within said society. Whether that's right wing or left wing, men get to gravitate towards towards these outside fringe groups, and then we want to know why. Why is so and so is this? If it wasn't for the German, I'm gonna use the classic German thing, right? I know everybody want to gravitate to post World War One Germany, right? If there was no German Revolution inside of when Germany lost the second, no, not second, lost the First World War, some painter from Austria would not let the Germans into the Second World War. Adolf Hitler was a nobody. He was a normie who gravitate towards the fringes. American men has been gravitating towards the fringe. Trumpism, MAGA, is a fringe element that grew out of Patrick Buchanan's worldview that it is the other that's invading their country. It is the other. People who are not Judeo-Christian, people who are not quote unquote Protestant, people who are not quote unquote white are invading you. It's the reason why you don't have no money. The reason why you don't have a job. See, empty signifier does not want to don't want to understand that, because he's a part of the problem on the left. There's a lot of solutions to stop the manosphere. There's plenty solutions, and let me give me a minute. I gotta do some house cleaning real quick, housekeeping real quick. The manosphere is a hate group. It's been declared a hate group all this time. Right? It's been declared a hate group a lot of time, ever since Gamergate. And my problem is people like FD keep on misunderstanding why men gravitate towards the Kevin Samuels of the world. See, he thinks everything, and my problem is with these people who make videos is they always assume that Kevin Samuels was the beginning and the end of the manosphere. That Kevin Samuels was the author of it when the manosphere was created when George Bush was president. The manosphere was a small little group of men, group of individuals concern themselves because of the machinations that they have about how certain men was dealt with in the courtroom, inside their households, within the criminal justice system itself. Then all of a sudden it ballooned for two reasons: the Gamergate issue and also Me Too. Now, I'm not going to tell you the whole history of the manosphere because it would take me all day. See, the problem is I have with people like FD Signfer. He will not talk to the people who been inside of it or been at junction to the manosphere itself. See, this is a problem I have when you got people who never been in it or immerse themselves into the subject, but just coming here and just talking about it and thinking, oh, if we'll just tell men to do better. Yes, a lot of these idiots online need to do better. In fact, the way I see it, some of these men, I'm trying to be clean with my language on this one. A lot of these men some of these men need to be eradicated, especially the ones that make sexual assault jokes towards certain women online and talking about Cassie Ventura deserved to get stomped on by Diddy, and these guys needs to be eliminated off the planet. But that's just me, right? That's just my opinion. However, the question is why men gravitate towards the red pill. And it's not just misogyny itself. You cannot just say it's just plainly misogyny itself. There's other issues that men see. I'm gonna use myself, right? I'm gonna use myself, and there are people like Man of Tomorrow. There's people like Man of Tomorrow, and those like I want to say the Gome 11 and Mike V. Some of us who've been here since 2006. Someone who's been here for more than 20 years. Some of us been here because of other circumstances, right? Someone's been here for more than circumstances. Yeah, because yes, if it wasn't for the Brian Banks issue, see, let me tell you something. The reason why I got into it, George, you know me, George. When Juanetta Gibson got Brian Banks served what 3 years, and he was just, and I was on YouTube being pissed off about why was he went to prison for nothing because when there was no DNA test, when there was no DNA eyewitness test saying, no, he wasn't there. He wasn't there when Gibson claimed he did X, Y, and Z because he happened to be in his classroom. He was in his classroom with a bunch of witnesses, yet he still went to prison for 2 years. That's why some of us went to that realm. What happened to Gamergate? Now I changed my mind on the Gamergate because of not because of Juanita Sarkeesian, because a lot of these guys do be harassing women online. I actually thought that was just a joke. That was just hyperbole. See, he doesn't even understand that part. And then there was me too. See, the problem is men who do not have a, I'm gonna use that word, featureism. Right? I'm gonna use that term, featureism. Some men who are not aesthetically pleasing to some women will deem a certain man as a creep, will judge a certain man as a creep because he's not as aesthetically pleasing. Well, if it was somebody of the caliber of a Idris Elba or a Brad Pitt or fill in the blank, it will be seen as, oh, he's cute trying to come after me. I'll give him his number. When you see stories like that and videos like that, a lot of those men gravitate towards that red pill. See, empty Signfer don't even understand that. And most of these men are from the working class, or from the blue collar, uh, from the blue collar here. Yeah, the Travis Rudolph. Yeah, like the Travis Rudolph thing, yes. So what I'm going to do, because some people got all mad at me about me going after FD Signfer, because I'm really tired of the aloofness of FD Signfer, and that's why I said why I need to get to where I need to be in 2026, because nobody don't have these solutions. These big time content creators over here to grift and pander, and FD Signifier is no better than the Angry Mans and the O'Shea's of the world. They're just pandering. They're pandering to men, and they're grifting. And FD Signifier is pandering to women and pandering to the far left. That's why I said, I had enough. There's nobody don't want to pinpoint what is the problem, and don't know when, they don't want to solve the problem. BJS is over here telling everybody else. BJS Igmore, who had a debate with FD Signifier, those two men are one and the same. They talk a lot of noise, talk about they solving anything, and then when you come to find out the background, they ain't done anything. They're just talking. BJS want to blame black women and the Moynihan report, while Ethnic Signifier want to blame, well, if you are the problem because you was born with a penis. Because you were born with a penis, you are a problem. No, that's not how it works. But I'm glad though I have so I want y'all to go to the link. No, scratch that from the record. I'm gonna talk about what really pissed me off. Right? There's something what FD Signfer said on his video that really pissed me off. That really angered me. Because what angered me is his aloofness about what is a cop out. Right? What is a cop out? And let me just wait for the, hold on. Let me try to bring this up real quick. Right? Because I forgot to put this on my Rolodex. I forgot to put this down on my Rolodex and have it pinned. Right? Because there is a video on YouTube that came out the day before he went ahead and did that video. But anyway, let me go and show you what FD said angers me. And let me go over here real quick. Hold on, I gotta slide this over real quick. He said, George said, I get that the red pill is stupid. However, you don't pay attention to the legitimate concerns of men. Expect the red pill to have more people. Exactly, George. So let me tell you why many people are pissed off about what he said. See, problem is I got these solutions. He don't. BGS don't got these solutions. I do. If you are in the working class, blue collar worker, and you can't sit there and see, I don't know why you called me a hater for. No, I'm bringing a legitimate point out. See, the problem with FD Signfer, he's one of these types that wants to do the pro-black leftist, the far left paradigm when he knows nobody is that this is bigger than that's bigger than being far left and pro-black. This cross racial lines. This issue is a global problem. This is a global problem. It ain't just confined in the black community, how some of y'all want it to be like. No, I'm sorry. You can't solve a problem, So let me go ahead and play the part where FD Signfer pissed me off at. He really pissed me off on this shit. Because the thing is, I'm gonna play this. Play this part. And right here, hold on. Oh my, what's wrong with my internet? Oh, that's right. That's right. There's a storm coming. Anyway, now down here, now I went in the comment section. This is where I told him, where I said in the comments, right? The 7-minute and 24-minute, the 7-minute and 24-second mark, and 8-minute and 22-second mark is straight BS. You didn't present policies and ideas that could help the working class heterosexual male. See, the only damn thing FD Signfer cares about is gay men. What about gay people? Because he always want to bring up this the sexuality part rather than we're not talking about the sexuality. We're not. So why keep bringing it up? But let me go ahead and try to a minute. Yeah, let me bring this up because it got on my damn nerves because he keep doing this every 6 months. He keep doing this. Yeah, let's skip all these ads. If you're going to solve the problem, you got to identify what is the problem. If you're going to solve a problem, you have to identify what it is before you work upon it. But let me go ahead though, and I don't know, my internet's kind of slow. I hope everybody can uh, 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 can see computer too though. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up because there is a storm coming. Yeah, I got zapped. So let me go ahead and go back to where I was at. And go back to where I was at because I'm really getting tired of him saying this crap, and then he wants to sit there and say there's no solutions. Well, come on, computer, play. I tell y'all what. I tell y'all what. I'm gonna start over this because there's a storm coming. Yeah, there's a storm coming. So I was gonna hurry up and do this before the afternoon. But you know what? I'll come back and redo this because you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna talk about yesterday's live stream. I'm gonna talk about yesterday's live stream. I'm gonna title this something else. Um, Yesterday's live stream pissed me off. It really did. Part of the reason why I went to sleep. This is the reason why I don't go on many black panels. Yeah, I'm gonna be an asshole for this. I'm on a mission at this point. I don't want nobody to fuck up what the fuck I'm trying to do now. So I went to sleep. But I'm gonna blame myself for that though too though, but I was tired. I went to sleep on when I was live. I went to sleep on my live stream. Anyway, I'm gonna continue this later on. Because I cannot stand how FD Signfer can talk about the problem and don't want to and keep thinking it's just the men when there's other issues correlating why men gravitate towards the red pill ideology. And every time I keep playing the video, I keep getting knocked off for some reason. But I'm thinking it's a storm though. But anyway, I'll come back in the afternoon. I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.